Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about another headset. These are called the Jaxx Tempo wireless ANC headphones, and they're actually pretty cheap. So right after the drop, we're going to get into the video and tell you a little bit more about the product right after this. All right, so we're back. And first things first, let's scoot these to the side a little bit. That was my little scoot move. And unfortunately, actually, let me put this up a little bit higher. There we go. This is called the Jaxx Tempo wireless headphones. They do have ANC, believe it or not. Unfortunately, the bad part about these is that they do take 2 hours to charge. You're looking at about a 3 to 4 hour battery life. Now, this particular product you would think would be at least, well, put it this way, the standard for headphones nowadays are at least 20 hours for battery life. But when you get a product this cheap, which I'm sure these cost more than the $10 that I paid for it. These are from Five Below, in case anyone is wondering. Don't click off the video yet. I do actually have some good things to say about these, believe it or not. You only get 3 to 4 hours of battery life. So for a person like me, these aren't very practical. But what I will say is that if I have them hooked up to like a computer, to a Bluetooth, and I just want to use them for a couple hours, that's normally what they're used for. Then I can just plug it up and walk away. But I have many headsets. It's actually ridiculous. I need to start giving some of them away or selling them or something. I don't know. But anyway, let's push it to the side. The only thing that comes inside this box is basically the USB charger, which uses micro USB. It's not USB-C. Let me show you where that part is right here. So here's the buttons. This is USB, and it has a physical ANC button. There is a left and right side, so your buttons are actually on the right side. The right symbol is, see if I can highlight that for you, right here. Just like the left is going to be on this side right here, if you can see it. You have your plus, minus, hold it to change songs, hold it to go backwards. The play button is, believe it or not, I'm trying to get that. There you go. The play button right here, if you hold it, powers on your device, while there is a separate ANC button. Now, the first thing that popped into my head was, first off, it has 3 or 4 hours of battery life. It can't possibly be that good, right? When I went outside with these with the ANC on, I was pleasantly surprised to see that it actually works. Put it this way, I've gotten better ANC out of these than I did out of quite a few products. Now, I'm not going to compare this to Galaxy Buds or Beats Pros or Beats Buds or any of those high-end buds at all. I'm not going to do that. What I'm saying is, if you're on a subway and you're using these actually do a very good job of canceling out light sound, so you don't hear as much going on in the background. And to be honest, ANC is kind of the industry standard when it comes to headphones now. It's actually a necessity, primarily because once it's been activated, or a better terminology would be, once they put it into headphones, right? You no longer have to blast your headphones at 100% volume, 90%, 80%, because the active noise cancellation pretty much lowers the volume around you, background noise around you. Now, granted, when I first tried them on, it is a little rough. You do have this little soft section for the top of your head, so you shouldn't have any issues with that. I will say that the sides were a little tight. And when it came to opening this up, this was actually stuck at first, so I had to unstuck this. The right side. Left side was perfectly fine. Well, no, I'm sorry. It was the left side that's damaged. I said that wrong. See how hard it is to open it? But this is probably just a defective model when it comes to that. But that's not enough for me to take it back on the simple fact that I would never use these for primary headphones. It was just for review purposes. But let's get to the sound. Now, these don't have crazy bass at all. So if you're used to over-the-head headphones and you're expecting something that has thumping bass, like over-the-head beats and whatnot, you're not going to get that from this particular headset. What you'll get is the mids and lows sound better on this than, how do I word this? Because these don't have great bass, right? Again, I use applications that actually give me bass if I need to use it, though lately I haven't been, but Power Amp is one of the applications you can use on the Android devices. I don't know if it's on Apple, not willing to look, but it is on Android. And that's what I normally use for my music consumption. And I have no problem tweaking the equalizer to what I want it to be. But when this particular headset, like I said, it's a $10 product, so you shouldn't expect to get some high class quality sound out of it. You're not going to get that. And would I suggest this to someone? Absolutely. And primarily because during phone calls, it wasn't that special. It was just a typical generic headset that you'll buy at Ross or Burlington. It's doable, but it's not something for long term. If you're on a conference call with other people, unless you're in a quiet room, these aren't going to sound too good, especially outside. I already tested them out. My wife said I sound a little bit muffled, understandable given the traffic and whatnot, and the quality of what you're paying for. So I didn't expect much. Music quality, like I was saying before, the mids, the lows, things like that, it sounds very clear in these for a $10 headset, meaning you got more sound than bass out of these headphones. Now, if you put them on and you decide to play, I don't know, Doom Eternal or anything, Japanese music, Korean music, whatever it is that you want, you'll get better sounds out of R&B, classical and things with these particular headsets. If you're a bass head, you're not going to get great bass. It's good enough for a $10 product. I will say that. It's not absolute garbage. It's decent. Like, it's good enough where I would give this to my godchildren. I would give this to my wife to just put over her head if she's sitting at home. She wants to watch her terrible love and hip hop show and things that she's into. I would never use this to create music on FL Studio or anything like that. I wouldn't use these to record videos. Like if I'm doing my YouTube channel like I do now, normally I'm using Galaxy Buds in my videos for the most part. Unless I tell you I'm using something else, I'm normally using Galaxy Buds. With my computer, I'll just use the sound of the computer itself. So I have a new computer that has Bluetooth all-in-one. I use strictly for YouTube. I wouldn't use these with it. I have a pair of Anchor Buds that were $50 that have amazing ANC. They have, I think, 20 to 30 hours of battery life. No, or it might be more than that. It might be 40. I forget the exact time. But the point is, like I said, the industry standard for headsets should be a minimum of 20 hours if you're buying a decent headset. But again, this is Five Below. Now, it would have been nice if this had about 8 hours of battery life. But the fact that it has 3 or 4 depends on if you have it medium volume. We're talking like 50, 60%. 70%. Higher volume will be like 80, 90, and 100. But because of the ANC and how well it actually works with this headset, which is super surprising, I can't tell you guys how surprised and pleasant it was to see ANC in a $10 product that doesn't suck. It actually wasn't bad. The ANC really helps with the sounds because without it, subway noise, people talking, background noise, and interference would definitely overpower these with no issue. But again, if you have the money to buy a better headset, go get yourself an over-the-head pair of Anchors for like $50, $60. They have ANC. They last for forever. USB-C, all that good stuff. You'll like them. Actually, no, some of the Anchors actually have micro USB, but either one's fine. But this particular headset, if you're buying this for a child, if you're buying this for a family member, you just want them to be able to look at something for a couple hours, and they're responsible enough to actually plug this up, because a lot of people don't charge their things, then I do suggest it, especially for the price. Now, this is what you have to beware of, because there's always good and there's always bad in my videos. The fit, the snug fit, if you could see how this is how close it is without me doing anything. Meaning when you stretch them apart, obviously you stretch headphones to fit over your head, but these fit tight anyway. So for me, I had to pull this up to make it more comfortable to fit over my head. Most of my headphones, I don't even have to adjust it. I can just slide them right on, no problem whatsoever. But because this is built differently, where it feels tighter the way they built it. It's not loose at all. Like, even if I bend it, some headphones will sit this way. No, they snap right back to the original position. Probably take time, wear and tear to get it to loose up. But you might have to just extend it a little bit just to give yourself some breathing room on the top of your head or the side of your head. It does relieve any pain if you have it. I haven't experienced that personally, but I'm all about maximum comfort. And this was probably about a 6 out of 10. If we're talking about comfort, remember 5 is normal, so it's not like it's below that. Anyway, that's the video. I do suggest these for $10 at Five Below. Just in case you were wondering how they look on the box again, here they are. They're called the Tempo. They do come in different colors, so don't be afraid. If you go to Five Below, you will see them in different colors. They'll say ANC on the front of the box. It's not a bad product, especially given the fact that the holiday is coming around. You might want to buy some things for children. Kids might have tablets, different things. This is good enough. They don't know better. They don't know about the newest headphones, hopefully. So this will do him pretty good. Anyway, that's the video. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you don't want to like it, that's perfectly fine, but definitely subscribe because I am looking to build my channel and just kind of just talk about things universally. It's kind of all over the place at the moment, but that's okay. As long as I keep posting content, that's all that matters. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video.